So anytime I'm wearing the hat, you know my hair is probably really messed up. But I'm actually drinking one of these peace teas. Oh, get off my. I'm drinking one of these peace teas, the snowberry peace tea. These are so good. I don't know if you guys have ever tried these or not, but they're like, mm, so good, so good, so good. But yeah, guys, we're going to be talking about some more Lars von Trier today, and I'm actually really excited because I get to talk about his directorial debut. Um, And yeah, also I thought I'd fill you guys in on the filming. We are almost done. I think we have like 5 more shooting days left, something like that. So it's yeah, it's narrowing down. We actually I filmed the biggest scene that I've ever filmed. Um, it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. I think you guys are going to be really happy with it. We've actually kind of put some edits together, and it looks really cool. It looks really good. I'm super excited to show you guys. But anyway, figured I'd give you an update. But let's talk about Lars von Trier. Now, Lars von Trier, I always love like talking about his films on the channel because his films are usually pretty messed up, fucked up, whatever. Um, he's a very interesting director. He's definitely the type of dude which I can respect. Why pop it on my screen? He's the type of guy where he doesn't care what anybody thinks of him. He doesn't care what anybody thinks of his movies. I actually think he said he didn't make the movie for you. He made it for himself. And I mean, I believe you got to kind of balance it out. You know, if you want to make a good film, you got to make it for yourself, but you also got to, you got to please the audience. And yeah. And I think that's why he's got sort of the reputation that he has is because of just his films are definitely catered towards him, and not everybody is Lars von Trier, but fortunately, I do enjoy his films. I've enjoyed every film that I've ever seen from him. I think he's talented. I think he's a great director. I think he makes good stuff. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about his directorial debut. Just have a little discussion about it. The element of crime. Never seen this before. This was a first time watch. The film runs at I think it's 104 minutes. Came out in 1984. Um, so yeah, yeah, it's a pretty old movie. Lars von Trier's been in the game for a little bit. Yeah, this film is I think it's a masterpiece. I love the absolute crap out of this film. I would like to see this because I know they just recently did it with Onibaba. I know it just got a Blu-ray release and it has a DVD that's kind of like this. Um, I would love to see Element of Crime get an official sort of Criterion Blu-ray that's like you know different. Like I already have an idea for like the cover, with like the donkey hanging upside down and stuff with like the orange red cover. That would be awesome. That would be really really cool. Oh yeah. Oh, those are so good. But yeah, the element of crime. Now, if you don't know what this film is about, it is about a detective. There's murders going around. Little girls are being murdered. I know that sounds super harsh. I mean, it is harsh. Um, it even says it on the back. It says Lars von Trier's stunning debut film was the story of Fisher, an exiled ex-cop who returns to his old beat to catch a serial killer with a taste for young girls. Does not get more blunt than that, but it's good. It is good. It's solid. It reminded me a lot of there's a video game that I recently played. It's called Disco Elysium. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or not, but it really did remind me a lot of Disco Elysium. It reminded me a lot of a film that would be set up like a video game, like it's set up like a video game. With like the narrations and Fisher talking and stuff, it's really good, and I love how it was structured. Uh, my wife thought it was really slow, and it is really slow. It's one of those films that's like an hour and 40 minutes, but it feels like a lot longer than that. But it's cool because I really just, I didn't care. I love seeing these characters on the screen, and Fisher is such a layered and deep character. I mean, for a directorial debut, this is really nice. I mean, this is really nice. I mean, you can tell that I feel like he did have a decent budget to work with for this film. I know a lot of directors don't. I mean, I know how that is. Not having that much of a budget for a film, but I do feel like he utilized the budget that he was working with really well because the production in this film is absolutely fantastic. They done a terrific job making this look dystopian. Uh, Making it dystopian and like dirty and grimy. They done a really solid job. I was very impressed with the production design and the story itself too, and like the different characters that he meets. It really is structured almost like a video game, but it's really cool though. It's something different. Not really seen much stuff like this, but it's solid. It really is. It's solid. I almost compare Von Trier to somebody like Tarkovsky in a way, where I believe he's a lot more fast paced than Tarkovsky, but his the way that he does things and the way that his like character sort of moves around with the world and stuff, it reminds me a lot of Andrei Tarkovsky, so I could really appreciate that. But yeah, if you are a fan of Lars von Trier and you've never seen his debut film, The Element of Crime, I'm not sure exactly how much this Criterion is. I bought it like a little bit ago. I just had never had a chance to watch it. But yeah, if you like Lars von Trier and you're looking for something that's a little bit more tame, you know, compared to his other stuff, because I know his more recent stuff is sort of, really out there. But if you're looking for something more tame, or if you're just looking for a good classic music movie in general, The Element of Crime is definitely worth the watch. It's a very solid film, a very solid directorial debut, and I feel like this is Lars von Trier, not well, I wouldn't really say at his best, even though this is personally so far my favorite Lars von Trier film that I've seen. But it really is Lars von Trier at his. I think he's very aware with this film. I feel like he's very aware. He knows what he wants to make. He knows the story and the direction, and sometimes like with some of his more recent work, and I don't mean this to be rude, but I do feel like there's. I don't want to say a lack of direction because there's not, because I mean this in a good way. It seems like his films don't really know like where it's going in a good way. Like the house that Jack built, that film I felt was all over the place, but I loved it. And I do feel like this is almost this is probably so far the easiest film to follow by him. Maybe an exception of Melancholy or Melancholia. That film was different. That's a very different Von Trier film. But The Element of Crime, it's very linear and it's very straightforward. I guess I should have just said that to begin with, but it's very straightforward with its approach and like storytelling and stuff. But yeah, The Element of Crime, solid film. If you like Lars von Trier, definitely check this film out. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. Hope you guys are staying safe wherever you're at. You're probably going to see me wearing the same outfit for a couple more videos, because I am recording these all together, because we are still filming, and I'll keep updating you guys on that. Actually, if you guys, I don't know if it's even on my Instagram anymore, but I did post a sneak peek of the film. I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised with the film. It's looking really good, and I am working with a very small budget, but I'm very excited for you guys to see it. We had one of our actors came down from Cleveland, and I've worked with him in the past, and he's been in a couple of things, and it's been a lot of fun. I'll keep updating you guys on that. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for your support. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys next time.